Promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Each of you is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this match at a high level of sportsmanship.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to White House, Tennessee. We're here tonight for big Region 5 championship game between the visiting CPA Lions and homestanding White House Lady Devils. Region 5 title on the line tonight here. A beautiful, beautiful evening for soccer in White House. This is Phil Newman, along with Joseph Newman, bringing the broadcast tonight. We think we're live on the air, and we hope so, and hope you enjoy the game tonight. Right now, both teams are huddled, going over last-minute instructions. Referees are on the far side, and we have our camera up here on the second level of this brand-new facility here at White House. Lovely kind of press area and good perch to watch the game from, so we'll just kind of scroll back and forth and try to bring you the action the best we can. You really can't see, but right below us, actually to either side of this facility structure that we're in, it's kind of a tailgate party feel. To the right, primarily, you have White House fans, a lot of cars lined up, a lot of folks lined up in chairs, and to the left, our left, is mostly the CPA contingent of fans, so it's kind of a fun atmosphere. Now you have both teams coming to line up, and they'll be introduced. The starters will be momentarily. Well, here's some music playing, and there'll be some introductions, and here come the referees. As they're preparing to walk out, we'll mention a couple things. If you're a CPA fan, maybe not as familiar with White House, they have a lot of seniors on the team, 11 seniors on the roster, 4 juniors, 7 sophomores, and 5 freshmen, but definitely a senior-laden team is White House, and they have worked hard to get to this point. This is the first time in a while that they've been in a region championship game, and of course both teams tonight are guaranteed a spot in the sectional round on Saturday. Just a matter of whether you're a host on Saturday or a visiting team on Saturday. You want to win this game to become a host. And then sectional game Saturday will be must win.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Here come
and
the starters.
To White House High School, home of your 3-time District 10 champions, the Lady Devils. Tonight's Region 5 championship match will be played between the Christ Presbyterian Academy Lions and the White House Lady Devils. The officials for this evening's game are Michael Mitzka, Wayne Huff, and in the middle, Michael Sparta, sanctioned under the rules set forth by the TSSAA. The starting lineup for the visiting CPA Lions. Number 2, Caroline Conley. Number 9, Lindsay Curtis. Number 13, Mason Wampler. Number 15, Kara Wagner. Number 22, Michaela Howe. Number 23, Mary Morgan Smith. Number 24, Michaela Lee. Number 26, Olivia Ball. Number 28, Joy Myers. Number 30, Mickey Dye. And starting in the goal for the Lions, Meredith Roman.
Very well done there by
the Lions
PA
are
gentleman
led by
there.
head coach Brandy
One thing
Gagliano
we won't say,
and assistant coach Julia Curtis.
We won't say Joy Myers, we'll say Jomo, her nickname, as the game. For Jomo, who plays probably
now,
left back or right
starting
back.
Lineup for your
And now White House will be introduced.
Lady Devils. Number 6, senior, Kendall Morrison.
Kendall is senior.
Number 10, senior, Anna Armstrong. Number 11, junior, Jordan Townsend. Number 12, junior, Kate Carney. Number 14, junior, Alicia Callis. Number 19, junior, Anna Williams. Number 26, senior Bailey Wilkinson. Number 27, senior Brooke Thompson. Number 30, senior Allie Reynolds. Number 31, senior Kristen Lewis. And starting in the goal for the Lady Devils, number 8, Molly Curtis.
So there you have the starting lineups for both teams tonight.
The Lady Devils are led by head coach Mike Felzine and assistant coaches Sean Showalter, Paul Bryant, and Mark Lambert.
And now we'll have...
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would stand, take your hats off, and direct your attention to the flag at the eastern end of the pitch for the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have the national anthem. And now both teams will retreat back to their benches for last-minute instructions. I said it a minute ago, this is a big matchup. A little bit of the edge may be off the matchup because it's not an elimination game, not a must-win game. Certainly you want to win this game. You want to win the region. Both teams district champions. White House out of District 9, CPA out of District 10. So both teams, of course, want to win the region, but also both teams will play again on Saturday regardless. It's a matter of whether you're home or away. And home, obviously preferable in just about any sport.
Remember, no one.
Things will get done.
And I mean,
speaking of home,
no
they're playing a little clip from Rudy.
Comes into our house and pushes us around.
Like that movie in that clip. So, all right. So you heard the starters. I do know a little bit, not much, but a little bit about White House. And I know that they tend to be led by Morrison, number 6, and Carney, 12, at forward. They are a potent offensive threat. Not just them, but those two, especially Morrison and Carney, will probably call their names quite a bit. And then at keeper, Molly Curtis, tough keeper in the net. Meredith Roman, of course, also tough on the CPA side. She hasn't had a whole lot of action recently. It's been a little bit, her back line in front of her has really caused problems for attacking teams. And really, Meredith hasn't been tested as much as maybe she will be tonight. We'll see. So, we're thankful that we're on the air, and I'm thankful to be here for dealing with kind of a sinus infection. Whatever you need to do. We appreciate White House hosting us. I got to tell you, if you're near White House on a game night, come by and get one of their burgers. I just had a burger that they made, and they're incredible. It's all about the food for me, usually. All right, here we go. Very quiet right now in the house. I know there's a lot of fans below. It'll get louder once the action gets going. Of course, 40-minute halves in high school soccer. We'll play 40. We'll take a break. We'll play 40 more. And, of course, this will go on in overtime if need be, if it's tied. Overtime all the way up to PKs if we need penalty kicks to decide the region championship. CPA going left to right. And White House in white, trimmed in blue numbers, going right to left. And I think that's going to be east and west. I'm not sure. Game is underway. So White House kicks off and controls momentarily. That might be out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for CPA. Into Conley. Conley playing center mid. Kicks it up in the direction of Wegner. Kara Wegner starting tonight at forward. Played back easily there to the keeper, Curtis. And then up for, there's Jomo, 28, right now challenging for it. All the way across, Mary Morgan Smith plays it outside to, I think, Curtis. It's a long way over there. I think that's Curtis. And she loses it there, but we'll see if anybody can get established possession early. Here's a long ball played up in the direction of Roman. She'll get there if she wants to. She elects to let Olivia Ball go down and track that one down. Ball left-footed up the line out of bounds, though. It looked like maybe Meredith might come out for that one and pick it up. But instead, it was played out by, well, actually it was Michaela Lee. I'm sorry, it wasn't Olivia Ball. It was Michaela Lee, center back. 24, you'll see here with the ponytail. Could be goal kick for CPA. Just underway here, 38-40 remaining in this 40-minute first half. Lions won the region last year over Hume Fogg, that was. 1-0. Intense game that night a year ago. Then they won the sectional over Fairview by 1-0. Beat Clarksville Academy the other night 4-0 to advance to this game here. Switching the ball through the middle, trying to, was Conley. It'll be played back to the Michaela Lee, freshman, on the back line. Out to Jomo, loses it, though. And Conley's able to tap it to Lee. And Lee will play it all the way across, well, up the middle, really more like that, to Wampler, 13, who's playing one of the midfield positions as well. CPA playing a 4-3-3, I think. That'll be 4 backs, 3 midfielders, 3 forwards, with Mickey Dye in the mix. There's in the middle, Olivia Ball. Here's a little ball pass by Whitehouse trying to maintain possession. They'll test CPA a lot more, I would say, than Clarksville Academy did. And CPA will need to be sharper than they've had to be for a while. Not to take anything away from Hume Fogg or other teams in the district, but this will be the toughest game CPA has played since probably early in the season in terms of an all-around skilled team that can push them hard. Lions very little scored against in district play. Gave up only, I think, the 1 goal, I believe it was, to Hume Fogg. Whitehouse has been very successful as well. They've had a strong run through their district, so this will be a big test for them, too. I know Coach Felzine, their coach, has really made a point of playing tough teams to get his team tougher, and it certainly has worked. They're a battle-tested team, so really this is a battle shaping up, an intense battle tonight. Here is a nice play to Curtis. Curtis has some room on the left side. Lindsay will cross it in the direction of Ball. Olivia's in on it. Olivia has a chance. Olivia shoots. It's off the defender's leg, out of bounds, I think, for a corner. It was a corner. It was a good play there made by Carney.
Be a corner kick for the Lady
I think
Lions.
Carney was back there, number 12. Humphrey? No. I think it was Carney who kicked it out. Yeah, nice play by her to play on the defensive side. Corner will be taken this time by Michaela Lee, up from defender. Outswinger, here it is. It's played in, no header on it. It kind of goes all the way through, and it's played out by Whitehouse. In that case, it was Bailey Wilkinson playing it out, and Wilkinson will take the throw on that side. Very, very quiet. I'm just a little surprised at how quiet it is. It's just a lovely fall evening, but we'll see if the intensity of the crowd picks up. Right now, everybody seems to be just content to see who will establish some momentum in this game. There's a long ball played up. Michaela Lee tracks it down. It will be out of bounds. Good play by Michaela, let it run. I think that looked like it might have been Morrison chasing for Whitehouse, if my eyes are not deceiving me, which is possible. Michaela plays it up off the goal kick in the direction of Conley, but she loses it to Wilkinson. Out of bounds off of Wilkinson. It'll be CPA throw-in. 35 minutes now, 5 minutes played in this region championship game. Can't say enough what a beautiful evening this is. It's just gorgeous. Still, no wind, really, to speak of. A very, very still, pleasant night. Good one for soccer. And the field is in good condition, too. It looks nice and flat. Here is going to be a through ball Jomo is trying to track it down. She does and plays it out of bounds. She was being chased there by, I lost the number, but it might have been Carney who was chasing. No, actually it wasn't. It was the girl with the ball now. 19 shot in on goal. Shot there taken by Williams. Anna Williams, the junior midfielder, went pretty much right toward Roman, but it was a good shot. First shot on goal of the game, I think, for either squad. Ball won back in the midfield by Thompson. Through too far. It'll go to Roman. Roman will pick it up after a moment's thought. That was Rick Thompson, a senior midfielder, who played that ball up for White House. CPA has not been able to do what they've done the past couple games, and that is establish possession early yet. 33-50 remaining. Here's a ball played up toward Wegner. Wegner out to Ball. Ball makes a little nice heel move. She'll play it through, but that may be offside. It's going to be close. It was on, but a defender plays it off of Olivia. So throw in, taken right away. Here's Jomo with a centering crossover toward Wampler. Wampler will try to possess. She has Mary Morgan outside, and she goes back inside to Lee. Lee's ball in the direction of the goal. Ball was hustling, but she couldn't quite get there, and Curtis picks it up for White House. She'll play it out just with a rollout. Here's a through pass, and she's got some room there, does Callis. She'll cross it left-footed. Dangerous cross. Still alive. Off Michaela Howell. Howell will play it up, but it's picked up by White House. White House is knocking on the door. That's the second dangerous chance they've had. Here's another through ball, left-footed chance is cut off by Michaela Lee, or Howell, rather. Too many Michaelas. There's Howell. Now it's up to Wegner. Wegner is going to – look how speedy she is. Wegner's fast. Boy, she's fast. She'll play it up to Olivia. Olivia Ball will control it. Will she? Yes. Cuts it back inside. Olivia. Oh, a nice pass in the middle of over there. Wampler lays it off to Caroline Conley. Mickey Dye, the Tennessee Tech signee, will get a chance if she slips there. Shouldn't be too wet out there. Slippery. It's the field should be in good shape. Maybe a little bit moist as the evening goes on with the condensation and the sun's down. Here's Jomo. She'll play it back to Howell. Two freshmen getting significant minutes for CPA. Howell is one, a defender, and then Wegner up top. She of the orange shoes. Good job by Conley there. Cut that through ball off. Ball fighting for it. Plays it up in the direction of, well, can Wegner challenge for it? No, played back to Curtis. There's cut off, though, by Wampler. Wampler with a shot. Chance, maybe. Good D played right there by Lewis. 31 was able to cut off. It looked like it might have been a chance for Wampler to take a shot, but it wasn't to be. Clock at 31:30 remaining in the first half. The trend so far has been really neither team has established a lot of rhythm, but White House more chances so far than CPA on goal. I think Coach Curtis said yesterday, Coach Curtis for CPA had said, or maybe Coach Wilkinson, that the team will need to be sharper than they have had to be against this kind of competition. White House has built this team. I said it earlier, they have 11 seniors, so they've built a strong squad. Of course, CPA also with strong senior leadership and a lot of youth as well. Really, it's a pretty good matchup. And both these teams have a real strong shot to go to state. And again, that would be, you have to win Saturday to go to state in the sectional round. If you win Saturday, you go to Chattanooga next week for the Wednesday quarterfinal. And then Thursday would be the semifinals, and Saturday, a week from this coming Saturday, so 9 days from now will be the state title games. Could even, yeah, that's true. Someone just said it could be a White House CPA rematch at state. That's possible. These teams are both strong. And White House has, we'll say, CPA has been on the unpleasant end of things for White House a few years, knocking White House out. So the Lady Devils are attempting to advance farther than they have for some time. They've got a strong team, so we'll see. Played up the side there, out of bounds. Under 30 minutes to go, so just 10 minutes into this game. A couple of shots on goal for White House, not yet any for CPA. Out of bounds off of Williams. Anna Williams. There's several Williams. There's 3 Williamses on this team. So if I say Williams, I have a pretty good shot of getting the name correct. Here Jomo plays it back to Lee, or to Howell, rather. And up to Conley. Conley now back to Lee. That is the Michaela twins back there playing defender. Wampler's pass goes back to Whitehouse, though. And that's a dangerous chance, but it goes too far. If the Lady Devils are able to dial that in and get those through balls on target, watch out. They've got Morrison, number 6, up there at forward, along with Callis, 14 right now. There's Curtis. Lindsey Curtis, senior. Nice. Brings the ball down. We'll try to go up the line now. Nicely done with it. Is that Wampler over there? Yes, Wampler has a chance. Wampler, will she cross it? She will cross it. Left-footed to Mickey Dye. Dye's right there, but can't quite get a foot on it. Played out. That was a good chance for CPA. The first one of the game, really. That cross from Wampler, and Mickey Dye couldn't quite get her foot on it. Now it's played all the way the other direction, and Howell is able to stem the tide of that run for the Lady Devils. Here's Jomo. Jomo up to Dye with her familiar pink headband on. Oh, nice play out to Olivia Ball. Olivia has a chance. Olivia, what can she do? There's a post in my way. Olivia fighting for it. Still fighting for it. Still fighting for it. It's still in. Ball in the corner. Out of bounds, they're going to say off of CPA that time. So good battle. The ball kind of limps away from that play. Hope she's okay. It was Carney, number 12, Carney, who was hassling her.
Jordan Nixon. Nixon.
Carney, I believe, plays forward more. I'm not sure of that, actually, though. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Yes, she just had to track back. So that's good soccer right there when you're able to leave your position. For those unfamiliar with soccer, you have positions, but you also can switch around and track back and make runs, and you can do all kinds of things and just make sure someone's covering for you. Here's a throw-in for Whitehouse deep in their defensive third. Up the line. Throw in again for Whitehouse. Played up. It will be a chance for Whitehouse. Ball played down the line. Michaela Lee trying to get there first. Michaela is able to get there first, and she'll play it toward Jomo. Jomo up to Conley. So that was well done by Lee there to track that one down. Here's Dye. Dye in the direction of Wampler. A little too far for her, though, and it's played away by Nixon. Jordan Nixon is in the game, 21 on the back line for Whitehouse. Conley fighting for it on against Thompson. And it's played over now to Wilkinson. Michaela trying to win the ball, but Carney was right there. So Kate Carney, number 12. Here comes to Dye, though. Mickey Dye, newcomer this year at CPA, and a strong newcomer, and great addition to the team. Wilkinson plays it down, all the way down, and once again, Lee is trying to track that one down. She will. But now it's a left-footed shot coming. Well, maybe a cross. I'm not sure, but that was taken by Morrison, the senior Morrison. It's still in, way over there. Now goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Wilkinson's tough. Time 25 or 26. Yeah, 25-20. So we're 15 minutes in just about here in this first half. And what we expected really is what's taken place. It's a very evenly matched game. And that shows up so far. I would say right now, if I had to kind of judge things, I'd say Whitehouse a little bit more the aggressor at the moment. They're playing with some intensity. They really want to get this region championship and get a home game. Of course, CPA, I think they are aware of the stakes as well. If they win, they get to play at home on Saturday. That'd be a big prize rather than having to travel somewhere. And it could be Giles County or it could be Page. So if CPA were to lose tonight, they would play the winner of the Giles County Page game. So you'd be at one of those two places on Saturday. You don't want that. You want to win and host one of those two teams, lose the losing team of that game. 25-30. I think I read that wrong a minute ago. 25-30 to go now. A through attempt there by Wampler is cut off. No subs yet for CPA, I don't think. Then just one sub, I think, for Whitehouse so far. Here's Mary Morgan Smith, who's playing left back. Gets it to Wampler. Wampler now to Dye. Dye plays it through. Curtis is trying to get there. We'll see if she kind of slows down a little bit, knowing that she wasn't going to get there. Just played out that time by Reynolds, defender Allie Reynolds. Curtis has it now. Left-footed cross coming over. It's a dangerous ball. went under someone's foot, and then Olivia Ball couldn't quite get it. Now Ball will play it back to Jomo. Maybe, no. Ball still has it. She tries to cross it out of bounds for they say, goal kick. Olivia thought it was off of the defender. The linesman was right there and said it was off Olivia. So that was a close, could have been either way on that one, I think. Well, the moment I mentioned, here come 4 subs for White House, and the moment I mentioned that CPA not quite as aggressive, they do play aggressively. They can't hear me, honestly. There's no earpieces out there. But now here are 4 subs coming in. Boger comes in.
Haley
Kimbrough, you may be able to hear that.
Anna Williams. And into the game for the first time, Kaylee Tuttle.
So 4 subs, 3 newcomers to the game, and Williams, one of the Williams sisters, returns. 23:45 remaining here in the first half. Lee up to Dye, to Conley. Can they possess a bit? We'll see. No, it's a play up toward ball, and she can't quite control it. Will it go out of bounds? It will. Good play there by the defender to let that go out. Played up now to Carney. Number 12 has it. She'll try to get over to Morrison. But nice job by Mary Morgan Smith. Rock solid defender, Mary Morgan. No question. That's going to go out of bounds off of White House. That'll be a throw in for CPA. About 23 minutes remaining. Down the line. Olivia, can she get there? Not quite. It will be a goal kick. So in the game right now for CPA on the back line, we have Mary Morgan Smith, Michaela Lee, Michaela Howell, and then Joy Myers. Midfield is Conley, Dye, Curtis, and Wampler right there, ball went over her head. Up top, we have Wegner, center forward, Ball on the right. Actually, Curtis on the left. I messed that up earlier. Curtis is playing left forward, but she will track back off. And here's a dangerous ball. Played up by Howell. Mary Morgan, can she win it? Not yet. Hustling back is Michaela Lee to fill that gap. And it's Howell who will control. And now that's dangerous, too. Goes right to White House. Here's a through ball play. Michaela Lee will cut it off. It was in the direction of Carney, number 12 there in the center. But Lee, a step quicker, and played it out. Throw in here for White House. That's Carney. She'll turn and cross. Oh, nice header there by Lee. Stepping in front of Tuttle, number 1, senior midfielder. Here's a dangerous cross coming, perhaps. Yes. And Conley tries to get a foot on it. Good job by Conley to keep fighting for that one. Her first play was a bit of a miss hit, but she kept at it. They're going to say goal kick. Could have been called a corner, but it will be a goal kick for CPA. Now, so Meredith Roman has had way more action in the first 20 minutes of this game than she had the entire last 2 games. I think it's fair to say. There's Wegner. Again, Wegner with the speed. I mean, she is so speedy. Back to Jomo. Through ball toward Wegner. Wegner, can she get there? No, it's played out nicely by White House right there. Up to the midfield. To Williams. Anna Williams, 19 had it. Now that may smart a little bit. Wampler took the ball, a hard shot with the ball. I think she's okay. She's going to kind of rub some dirt on it. Keep going. I didn't see where it hit her, but it looked like it was. I heard the smack of the ball. When that ball hits somebody, it's going pretty fast. At point blank range like that, it can be painful. I've been there, taking some in the face.
Re-entering the game for White
cold
House,
days.
27, Brooke Thompson.
So Thompson is back in for White House. Again, I think CPA, unless I've missed it, no subs yet for the Lions. We're at 20:30 on the clock first half. I think Coach Gagliano is a little bit not much. She tends to play very few subs in general. So we'll see if that's a factor second half. White House has definitely been rotating players out with some frequency. So perhaps they're thinking second half depth and fatigue level. Dye gets a foot on it. Here's a throw in for CPA coming up. It'll be taken over there by Mary Morgan Smith. Up in the direction of, well, I take it back. There's been a sub. I apologize. It's Maddie Andrus. Number 5 is in the game. And I can't tell if Wampler. No, Wampler's still in. Not sure who went out, but anyway, number 5, Maddie Andrus, is in, up at forward along with Wegner. No, it was Wegner that went out. I apologize. Wegner is the one who went out. The freshman, Andrus, went in. She is a junior. Andrus, a newcomer last year. In fact, you may recall she came just started with the team at state. She was able to qualify to play in the state tournament, and she made an immediate impact. Here comes Michaela Howe. Blasts it right to the keeper, though. Curtis makes the save. No relation to Julie Curtis or Lindsay Curtis. That's Molly Curtis, the keeper for White House. That was a pretty hard shot by Howell that went right to the keeper, and she was able to just catch it two-handed. Nice play header there by Carney. And there's some room. Mary Morgan's tracking it down, trying to beat Morrison to it. That was a collision. They're going to say throw in there. It looked like it might have been a foul from behind, but Mary Morgan gets up a little bit slowly. I think she may have had a half step on Morrison that time, but either way, it's a throw in for CPA. That could have been called, but it wasn't, and the players know that you just move on. Whatever the referee does, you go to the next play. And controlled in the midfield by Williams, among others. Morrison is on the right with it. Morrison will try to cross. It goes off the back of Smith, I think. Still controlling White House with a through pass and a shot just over the goal. Taken by Williams, Anna Williams, the junior midfielder, number 19. And that went a little off to the right and over the goal. But that's certainly a play that will get your attention. 17:50 now, remaining first half. No score. I think several chances for both teams. I wouldn't say there's been a dangerous on-goal shot. There've been mostly a couple shots to each keeper, and then a couple near misses like that. That may be a call against CPA. It was called against Wampler, I think. Wampler just maybe lost her balance right there. So here comes a short play through the midfield. They'll try to control the ball. And they do, up the right. Morrison has it. She'll play it. That was fortunate for CPA. That ball would have been a big chance for White House, but it was cut off by Mary Morgan Smith and Michaela Lee. Midfield ball trying to get to Die, but she'll lose it now. It's White House again winning possession. Good step through there. Who was that? Mary Morgan Smith. Nice play by Smith. Now to Ball. Ball will step, and a through attempt toward Andrus wasn't quite on target. Well, maybe they'll try again. Through pass attempted again, cut off by White House. Here is Ball. Taps it to Die. Die to Wampler. Wampler back to Conley. Conley, well, she looked Jomo. Jomo overlapping a little bit here. She'll cut it back inside, but well played there. Still has the ball. Jomo does left-footed cross. Played out. Dangerous. Nice cross there, but it'll be, yes, out of bounds. CPA will have a throw in there. Nice play by Michaela Howell to shield off on Carney, number 12. Here's Jomo. 15 minutes to go first half. So we played 25. Out of bounds. That'll be another throw in for CPA. Hope you can see okay. It's a little bit dark with our camera, so hopefully I can try to fill in some gaps if you can't see everything perfectly. That's Wampler has it with Conley. Conley goes up the right side toward Ball. A little too far. Yeah, that's going to roll for a goal kick, rather. Both teams have had some through balls that have been a little past the forward. If either team is able to line those up and dial them in, there is a little bit of space down there. Both defensive back fours, though, have some speed. Really, it's an evenly matched game. I got to say it again. There's Mickey Dye, plays it up. It's going to go to Curtis. And Molly will have no trouble scooping that up. Conley heads it to Wampler, who heads it toward Dye. Dye can't quite get a foot on it. And here comes White House the other direction. Nice move by Morrison to go outside, now back inside. Morrison still has it, cut off by Howell. Good job by Michaela Howell. And then Michaela Lee gets it. Well, nice stepping in front there is Nixon. from the back line. They didn't let CPA have any space right there. Here's ball. Can't you get it? No. Here's something I'll mention. There's Jomo plays it up toward Andrus, who's going to be offside. Offside on Andrus. She was a little bit past that second to last defender, so offside was called. Here comes a quick play. It's back in play quickly by White House. They want to put that ball in play and try to control it, possess. Played up by CPA. It might twist and stay in bounds. No, it goes out of bounds. Talking to Lindsey Curtis yesterday at practice, Lindsey said the key to the game will be capitalizing on what will be limited opportunities in this game. And that now is shaping up to be true. Oh, Lee is able to get ahead on that one. Otherwise, it would have been maybe one-on-one with Meredith Roman for Morrison right there. So Lee, I think, saved the day there. Here's Conley. To Dye, rather. Playing it outside in the direction of Wegner, who's back in the game. Can she get there? Wegner's so fast. She really is speedy. So I was saying what Curtis's point was, Lindsey Curtis had said, we've got to capitalize. There'll be very few opportunities. We've got to cash in. So that would be true to form so far. Right now, I think whatever team scores a goal first is going to be seriously in the driver's seat. Here's a shot from Dye. She can score from back there. That time went out of bounds harmlessly to the left. Dye with a long score, the only goal against Hume Fogg in the district final from long range. He scored several from that
Re-entering the game for White
30
House,
to 40 yard
Bailey Wilkinson,
distance from
Anna
goal.
Armstrong.
If you're not familiar with soccer, there's an 18-yard
Allie
box.
Reynolds.
The penalty box is 18 yards out from the goal, and so you can kind of look at that and say that's 18. So if you shoot from about 10 yards back behind that, it's 28 to 30 yards. Of course, if you commit a foul in that box and you're a defender, it's bad. It's a penalty kick from a 12-yard spot against your keeper. Here's Dye. Dye looking for Wegner. Wegner cuts it in the middle, then plays it back. Yes, to Jomo. Well, a little too far for her. It'll go out of bounds. Good little play right there, though, with CPA. Dye's clapping right now, clapping her hands, saying, that's a little bit better. We're playing a little bit better. They need to put some possession together. And that was a good example of 1-2-3. Unfortunately, Wegner's pass back to Jomo was a little bit too far for her. 12:25 on the clock. Here's a chance, maybe. So now we've got Andrus to Dye. Dye through in the direction of Wampler. She puts a heel on it. And she was looking for Curtis, I think. Played back to Dye in the middle. Dye. She'll shoot. Deflected there by White House nicely. Dye plays it back to Jomo. And Myers will try to get all the way across to Curtis, and she does. Lindsay has it left-footed. Lindsay trying to go down the line. We'll see what the call is here. They're going to say corner. Referee was right near that one and judged that it was deflected out of bounds off of White House.
Corner kick for the
So a chance here with 11:44 on the clock, first half. It'll be Howell. Is it Howell down there? Yes.
Kick will be taken by number 22, Michaela Howell.
Howell, freshman, lead in-swinging kick, right-footed. Here she comes. It's played in. There's Conley with a head on it. Conley got a head on it, just didn't quite go on goal. Went off a glancing blow, if you will, off the head and out of bounds. So that was a good chance for the Lions. And Conley's holding her head. I'm not sure if she's put her headband back on, that's all. Curtis's goal kick is back to Conley. Another header for Conley. Here's Curtis trying to track it down. It's up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will play it back. And up the sideline, yes. There's Mary Morgan Smith, though, to win now to Conley. CPA looks a little better right now than they have in the game thus far in terms of controlling the ball and possessing and making good passes. We'll see if that continues. Here's Jomo. Plays it to the left side for Wegner. Both players go down. Wegner gets back up quickly. She's going to try to control it. I just can't see what's happening. I'm sure it's good action that the camera can see. You can see at home. I just can't see past the post. Here's Wampler. Wampler through to Andrus has a chance. Andrus misses to the left. Maddie Andrus let the ball go through her legs, spun, and had what looked like a point-blank chance, and then she just went off to the left. That may be a credit to Curtis coming out and cutting off the angle, the keeper. I'm talking about Molly Curtis now, not Lindsey Curtis. Wow. Well, that was obviously clearly the best chance of the game so far for either team. With 10 minutes to go, first half, Andrus just could not quite get that one in the net, but it was surely a chance for CPA. No score, 9:45 to go. Here's Wegner, tries to flick on it. Play continues here. Wegner up to Andrus. Andrus will make a move, and she has speed. Can she get around? She's fast, but nice play defensively there. Andrus still going, though. So Andrus going to slide in, play it out of bounds, I think for a corner, yes. That's a good play by Maddie to stick with that one. She was defended very well by Jordan Townsend. Andrus had a half step.
Will be taken by number
and then
22, Howell.
And then Jordan Nixon slid in. That shows you the speed both on CPA side and on the defensive backside for White House. Their defensive line is quick to be able to recover. Corner kick coming, subs, but for both teams, out goes Wampler.
31, Kristen Lewis.
And in comes, I can't see who's back in for CPA. Maybe Olivia Ball. I can't quite see from this far. I think it's Ball. It's Howell again for the corner. Outswinger this time. Nobody there for the Lions. Well, Mickey Dye has a chance. Dye will make a move. Will she shoot? She will shoot. Dye will blast it over the goal, though, this time. Coming in for CPA, was it Olivia Ball? Wampler went out. It was a midfield substitution. Goal kick taken quickly this time, and there's Wegner. Now Howell challenging. Howell tries, but can't quite keep it in bounds. She'll track back to the defensive line now. Jomo there steps in front of that one. Here's Howell. All right. Up the left side for, yes, Olivia Ball, who's in the game. Olivia is a freshman also. I knew that. Wow. So 3 freshmen playing significant minutes for CPA. Howell, Wegner, and Ball. Stepping in front. Nice job by Michaela Lee there. But now the ball spins back to Morrison. Morrison has it. She'll cross it over. Dangerous. Offside is the call. That's going to make the White House fans unhappy, but that was a very close call. I couldn't tell from this angle, really. But it was. Offside was called on Carney. That was a nice pass by Morrison in the direction of Carney, and the linesman judged that she was a hair's breadth offside, not by much. That's definitely a tough call if you're White House right there, because that was going to be most likely a goal. Nixon heads it out. Ball's over there fighting for it. Goes off her out of bounds, though. So 6 minutes to go in the first half. We've had 2 very close chances for both teams now, 1 each. That one nullified by offside. The other one nullified by just a shot that was off to the left side of the goal. Played up toward Carney. And she will try to play it over to Wilkinson, but it's headed out by Lee. So Mary Morgan, Michaela Lee, Michaela Howell, and Jomo on the back line. Watch Carney, though. Carney's right there in the middle, number 12, right at the circle, at the half circle. In the left of your screen is Carney. Here's Lee, though. Lee wins the ball and plays it up toward Andrus. Now Wegner tracks in. Wegner is just fast. I've said it a few times now. It's fun to watch someone with that much speed play for any team you're watching. Here's White House with a nice wall pass, or nice pass cut off by Jomo there. Dye had it, plays it up, but it's won by Townsend on the defensive line, the back line for White House. That was Anna Armstrong, number 10, right there below us, playing, looks like left mid, I think, for White House. Wegner. Ball ricochets over toward Curtis. Curtis now maybe playing center mid. She'll try play it through toward Ball. Olivia's going to get there. Can she cross it? First, she's got to save it. It goes out of bounds, I think. Yeah, goal kick. Well, nice ball by Curtis there. The ball was just maybe a smidgen short of being able to save that, keep it in off the end line. But as it is, it's a kick taken by Molly Curtis, the goal kick. Here's Dye, but Nixon's right there. Wilkinson has the ball for White House, being defended by Mary Morgan Smith. Cutting through the middle now, White House to Morrison. Lee is fighting her. Lee is able to gain possession and tap it back to Howell. Nice play by Michaela Lee there. As you know, if you play soccer or no soccer, often going back is smarter than going forward. Isn't that right? Our camera operator agrees with that. Sometimes a smarter play is to play the ball back instead of ahead, and that way you build up instead of just playing forward all the time. That's your soccer lesson for the first half. 4.5 minutes to go on the clock. Nobody's scored yet. Here's a through pass, tipped by Howell, headed on. Oh, that's dangerous. That's big trouble. Morrison shoots over the goal. That was as close as it gets. Morrison's holding her head because she knows that the goal was huge right there for her. What happened, it looked like maybe Meredith Roman was going to come out and try to track that one down, but she realized she was in no man's land and dropped back. And really the result was a huge net that Morrison just did one of those things that every soccer player does at one time or another, just gets air under it and it goes over. That's one of those that you think about later. If the result doesn't go your way, you think about those chances. Both teams will have those chances. That we saw one down here with Maddie Anders had one of those that just went off to the left side. So there have been at least 2 point-blank shots. 3:40 on the clock here, first half. It really is true. You could see these two teams back at state, and depending on the draw, who knows? They may even play each other at state. Of course, you have to win Saturday first. Talk about that. But I would think almost both teams ought to be favored Saturday no matter who they play. I really think that's true. So if you look at the bracket, this is the stronger the two matches on paper. If that makes some sense. So the sectional game, the other game, Giles County and Page, it's really not slouches to get this far, but you would think that either team tonight will be favored in that game. Here's a nice play across from Howell to Jomo. Jomo, what's she going to do? Makes a move, keeps possession, plays it up in the middle toward Andrus. Now Jomo has it back toward her. She heads on it and just plays it out of bounds that time. So Myers, that time, just played it out of bounds to be safe. Throw-in being taken here by Anna Armstrong. She plays it up. But nice job by Wampler. Wampler to Dye. Dye has a little bit of space. Dye makes a move. Cut off. Well, somebody up here said that's all ball. I think I might agree with him. That was, I think, a decent tackle made by Whitehouse, but referee running thought it was maybe a little bit of body. Dye takes it quickly. Nice save made. Well, Mickey Dye trying to surprise the defense there, and Curtis was on it, the keeper. Not a bad idea from Dye. It just turns out that Molly Curtis was on the spot, made the save as the ball went toward the left side of the goal. So fast and furious action right now. About 1:45 to go in the first. Howell tracks over. Thigh brought down. Anna Armstrong plays it up. Is Lee there? She gets there and plays it in the direction of Wegner. Wegner, can she control? 1.5 remaining. Out of bounds off of Whitehouse? Yes. So they say. Throw in by Jomo to Wampler. Wampler, what's she going to do? She's thinking about it. She's going to play it in the middle to Lindsey Curtis, who made herself available. Curtis slips, though, and now it's taken over by Whitehouse. Armstrong has it. Armstrong plays it up and toward Morrison. Morrison's there. Here comes Michaela Lee. Lee, what a slide. Boy, that was...
A minute remaining in the half.
You heard a minute to go in the half. Morrison still has the ball, though. Morrison, left-footed. Howell plays it out. Back in by Armstrong, though. Jomo plays it out of bounds. 45 seconds. I think the official time is on the clock, so 40 seconds. Armstrong throws it in toward Morrison, over the head, not quite of Jomo. Wegner wins the ball. 30 seconds to go. Wegner up to Andrus. This could be a chance for the Lions. Here's Mickey Dye, but Mickey Dye called for the foul. Nice play. The tracking back there was Brooke Thompson, 27, and it'll be a free kick for Whitehouse with 16 seconds to go. They're going to have to hurry. The ball's still moving. That really shouldn't be taken, but that's okay. 10 seconds on the clock. I guess the ball has to be in the goal before it's to be counted a goal. I'm not sure how that works. Now it says 3, 2, 1. I think the half's going to end here. Yes, it will. I'm not sure on that if the ball has to be in the goal when the clock hits 0. I think it does in soccer. So anyway, a shot, unlike basketball where ball's in the air, it counts if it goes in. Soccer got to be in the net when the referee blows the whistle. Well, there you have it, folks. It's halftime. And what a half it was. Pretty intense on both sides. Chances for both teams. And both teams not quite able to capitalize. So we'll see what second half brings. I'm curious to know what adjustments the coaches make at halftime. Intense game. Any thoughts you want to? What did you notice out there? You saw it through the camera lens. What did you think?
Mm-hmm.
Any else observations?
Well, very evenly matched.
Evenly matched?
Mm.
No question. What about those chances that went one over the goal, one to the side of the goal?
Yeah.
As a soccer player, those always kind of tend to haunt you if you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. Thanks for running the camera. Appreciate that. Take a break. Now we're going to show you our admissions enrollment video. If you've been watching several of our recent broadcasts, you maybe have memorized that video by now. We'll see. Hang on one second. All right. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, I think, thereabouts, maybe less than 10 minutes. Stay tuned for the second half. It's 0-0 here in White House.
A burning vision for a Christ-centered school was central to the ministry of Christ Presbyterian Church at its founding in 1981. The original building on this campus was designed primarily for Christian education and held the first worship service on May 13, 1984. After considerable sacrifice and prayer, Christ Presbyterian Academy opened its doors on September 3, 1985. It began as a kindergarten through 6th grade elementary school with 124 students and 11 faculty members. A grade was added each year until the original 6th grade class eventually became the first graduating class of 8 seniors in 1992. Christ Presbyterian Academy operates within a triangular partnership of home, church, and school, all building into the lives of students. As a covenant school, every family has at least one Christian parent who trusts that our covenant-keeping God will maintain their family's line of faith by bringing their child to a saving relationship with Jesus Christ. By choosing Christian education, parents embrace both belief in God's faithfulness and also parental responsibility to raise their children according to God's truth. This philosophy brings families to CPA from 30 different zip codes in the mid-state that represent about 75 different churches. Every education has a worldview. In Christian education, the worldview is based on the truth of God, which is revealed in His Word, the Bible, and made flesh in the person of Jesus Christ. Through a Christian worldview, we see that God is the inspiration of great art and literature, the sovereign director of events throughout history, and the author and creator of the physical world. Under the guidance of wise and godly faculty members, students at CPA have the opportunity to thoughtfully reflect upon and apply a Christian worldview to all facets of the academic disciplines. It means viewing everything from the complex formulas of physics to the American Revolution to the epic poems of Homer through the lens of the gospel. With precision and excellence, CPA teaches students how to filter all knowledge and life through God's truth. Students are equipped to impact our culture by making great films, writing great literature, producing great music, leading successful businesses, healing through medicine, being godly spouses and parents, or doing whatever it is God has specifically called them to do with excellence and for God's glory. Our school motto is Soli Deo Gloria, which is Latin for To God alone be the glory. We strive to bring honor to God in every aspect of the academy and each student's life. Whether our students are involved in fine arts, athletics, student government, rigorous academic classes, or any other aspect of the school, the scope of that experience is designed to develop their God-given gifts and bring glory to Him. Ultimately, knowledge must be applied in order to take root and grow. Thus, students have the opportunity to learn through experience beyond the traditional classroom. Everyone is a creative being made in the image of a creative God. Studying the concepts of color, light, form, rhythm, harmony, order, and expression reveal more of the character of God. Therefore, CPA believes that studying and participating in fine arts are necessary for a strong education. Through opportunities for growth in understanding, appreciation, and enjoyment of different art forms, all students are encouraged to discover their relationship to the arts. God has gifted each individual with unique talents and abilities in order to accomplish His purposes, and it is important to provide a learning environment for students to uncover and exercise their different artistic talents and abilities. The athletic program at CPA is designed to develop characteristics that allow students to win with humility, lose with grace, and persevere to achieve goals. Teams from elementary through high school compete in a structure that is age-appropriate, competitive, and focused on skills. Athletics promote individual development and discipline, willingness to sacrifice for the team, and pursuit of the highest degree of excellence possible. Participating in athletics allows students to connect and interact with a wide variety of schools throughout Middle Tennessee. Having an athletic program is not what makes us special. The difference at CPA is having the privilege to share Christ in a unique way through our words and actions as athletes, coaches, parents, friends, and family members. Teaching servant leadership is also a key element for students from kindergarten through 12th grade. All students are given opportunities to participate in mission-minded activities that flesh out the love of God by serving others. Every year, student-led service projects support ministries and organizations both here in Nashville and around the world. As CPA strives to produce leaders for the next generation, we teach students that true leadership is found in service. Whatever they do in life and wherever they may go, they are prepared to make an impact by exercising their faith. CPA has graduates scattered throughout the nation and the world, armed with God's truth, proclaiming His message of faith, hope, and love. Alumni can be found serving in areas such as healthcare, law, business, construction, professional arts and athletics, missions, and practically any other occupation you can imagine. CPA students have gone on to play college sports and signed Division I scholarships in basketball, football, volleyball, soccer, cross country, track, swimming, baseball, softball, and golf. Fine arts students have achieved successful careers, including winning Emmy Awards, appearing in primetime shows on NBC and ABC, signing record contracts with RCA and other major labels, performing on Broadway, and appearing in motion pictures and more. CPA has always defined its greatest success by the words of 3 John 4. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth. Seeing our students come to know God is our highest calling.
All right, we're back with you here, preparing for second half action as White House on the field first, and CPA will still huddle right now. They're huddling in one last time there. They break the huddle. So if you're just joining us, or a little first half recap, very evenly matched. You heard our analyst / video expert here say evenly matched game. That's true. These teams are both strong. I went down and heard a little bit of the halftime coaching from Coach Gagliano on the CPA side, and we'll kind of share tidbits of that as we go along. Nothing really earth-shattering, but definitely I'd say both coaches, very, very important halftime talk right there for both teams, because I know this game is so evenly matched that it's going to be anybody's game here. No score. Second half about to begin. And there we go. Once again, stay with us. We will have overtime if the game is tied after 40 minutes here in the second half. And if it's still tied after overtime, I think we'll play penalty kicks to decide the region champion. So, hey, stick around. It could be a long night from White House. And if you're in the safety and comfort of your, who knows, maybe you're in your jammies right now. Under the covers, listening and watching. If that's the case, I hope you're enjoying it with some hot chocolate, perhaps. Actually, it's too hot for hot chocolate. I mean, it's too warm for hot chocolate. You need some something cooler on this kind of night. So here we go. Now CPA, of course, going from right to left this half. They switch sides. Mickey Dye has it, plays it back to Jomo. Here's Jomo playing up in the direction of Wegner, who's back in at forward. Wegner's at forward. Curtis on the left side. There's Conley. Conley goes through, plays it through. Off Wegner and out toward Ball. Ball back to Wampler. Wampler trying to possess there. She's challenged by Carney. I think it's Carney. Yeah, Carney, number 12. Plays forward, but tracks back quite a bit to help on defense. I think that's right. Maybe she's playing defender right now. Okay. She plays some defender and she plays some forward. Morrison, dangerous, number 6, is still at forward. And along with Anna Williams will be in like a center mid, I think, or attacking center mid position, looks like, for White House. Once again, the Lady Devils wearing white, trimmed in blue. CPA purple, trimmed in gold and white. Region 5, title on the line. Both teams will advance to Saturday. Win tonight, you get to host the game Saturday. Lose tonight, you got to go away, either to Page or Giles County. And then Saturday's winner moves on to state and will be one of the final 8 teams, and then AAA in Chattanooga next week. Wednesday, semi-quarterfinals, I think. Here's a cross from Wampler. No, that wasn't Wampler. Actually, it was Ball. Conley challenging. Jomo will take it. Conley out toward Ball again. A little too far for her. So right now we've got Wegner up top, Curtis on the left, Ball on the right, Mickey Dye center mid along with Wampler as the midfielder, Jomo playing defender, Mary Morgan Smith also, and then the two Michaelas, Michaela Lee and Michaela Howell, play in the center on defense. Wampler has the ball right now. Wampler plays it in the direction of Ball, Olivia Ball. Back to Wampler, a little wall pass right there. Wampler cuts inside. Wampler looking for some help. Left-footed cross over to Curtis all the way. Lindsay has it. Lindsay makes a move. Lindsay crosses it. Lindsay headed out of there by a defender. So nice cross. Here's Mary Morgan Smith. Will she take a crack at it? She does. Offside, though. Way offside, I think, it was Ball that time. Well, referee didn't blow the whistle, though. Allowed the play to continue, and it ended up being a punt. And now Morrison has a chance. Morrison is fast. Mary Morgan's tracking back. Morrison shoots. What a save by Roman. Roman with a one-handed punch save. That one's going to go over and out of bounds. So Morrison takes a shot. That really began with a non-offside call. If that offside call is made, it becomes a free kick instead of a punt. Punt goes to Morrison. I don't know if CPA relaxed for a moment or not, but either way, Morrison had it. Took a shot from not the greatest angle in the world, but it was a nice hard shot, and Roman had to save it with one fist. The next shot went over the goal and off to the left. So CPA dodged the bullet right there with 36 minutes to go here. Here's Wegner. Wegner has a chance. Wegner. Cross it with the right foot. Nobody really there. Here comes Dye, though, on it. Headed out. Back toward Wegner, though. Cross across. Headed out by Carney. Here's Conley. Taps it over toward Wampler. Wampler, will she shoot? She'll cross it. And it's dangerous, and there it is off a defender, but Molly Curtis, the keeper, is able to jump on it. 35.5 minutes. So fast and furious. Chances on both ends so far early in this game. That's going to be a push called against Myers. Push in the back. And she was offending Callis there. Right about midfield, it'll be a free kick. Brooke Thompson, the senior, will take this one. Up toward the front line, headed out by Conley. Wampler, can she get there? She does, and plays it up to Ball. Ball being challenged by Carney. Up toward Wegner. Can Wegner get there? Wegner's fast. Playing it toward the outside is Townsend, and it goes out of bounds for a corner kick. That's one that we saw her twice in the first half make that pass back to the keeper in that situation. That time she tried to play it outside, and it was maybe not the best choice there. So it's a corner kick. Michaela Howell comes up from the back line to take this one. 34.5 minutes on the clock. Outswinging kick, right-footed, coming. It's up in the air. Who's got it? Headed up in the air and picked up by the keeper, Curtis. Punt coming toward midfield. Mary Morgan overruns it a little bit. Michaela Lee steps up and wins it, though. Michaela is solid. To Dye in the midfield. Dye over to Womp. Womp to Weg. Wegner outside the ball. That's a good little play by CPA. Can they possess? Can they control? That's one thing that Coach Gagliano said at halftime. A little more possession, a little more control. When they zing the ball around to each other, that's when the best things tend to happen. So that's not rocket science, just a soccer principle that if you can possess and control the ball and work it around, you've got a better chance of having success. Michaela Lee is shielding Morrison. Howell gets back. Morrison was tracking, so was Callis right there. And Howell played it out of bounds. Once again, if you're joining us late, just down below us, to either side, you have fans for both sides. On the other side, you just have the teams. And then some woods behind them. It's a really lovely setting here for soccer. And, of course, again, it's a great night. I mean, you can't get a more perfect night in terms of the weather, just being still and maybe a little warm, actually. That's a foul called against White House on against Mickey Dye. So the Lions will have a free kick. Good job, Dye, there, shielding that off, and she got a little shove in the back. Her hairband came out. She has to adjust that. Her shoe came off, too. Her shoe got loose. She has to tighten her shoe a little bit, and she has to stop now. So that she won't be much help on offense right now because her shoe came off. Corner kick, won by Wegner. She's not getting up right now. Hope she's okay. She was challenged there on the back line, I think, by Carney. I heard someone mention that Carney likes to play defender some, and then she'll go up to forward some point in the half. She'll move up and be a threat on offense. 32.5 minutes remaining. Second half. No score, obviously. Chances for both sides. Neither one can convert yet. It'll be Howell again for the corner kick. A little bit of a hill over there. She gets up in the air, though. And out comes Curtis to take that one out of the air. Her punt goes way down, but it's won by Michaela Lee, who will just play it up in the direction of Curtis. Conley looks for Wegner, but off the mark. Mary Morgan steps up with a header. Mary Morgan, tough play right there. Curtis has it. Curtis being defended. Oh, here's Wegner. Wegner to Dye. No cutoff there nicely, though, in the midfield by Thompson. And she'll get it up to Wilkinson, who tries to switch it. Now Jomo has it to Wampler. Wampler finds some space in the midfield. She goes out and out of ball on the right side. Can she get there, though? No, it's too far. I think the field is actually a good-sized field, good width. It's a soccer field, so it's actually a little bit wider than your typical football field, I think, which is good. In general, for soccer, you like width. Try to work around, play the width. Use the sidelines if you can. Here's Dye. Now it's poked away by Whitehouse. Conley and Jomo. Ball pinballs around there, and that's going to be Whitehouse with a chance. Played through from Callis to Wilkinson, now up toward Morrison, but it's going to go to Roman. So Morrison got a foot on it, but Lee substantially was able to challenge that, so it wasn't a clean shot. It was a foot on it, but it kind of dribbled harmlessly to Meredith. 30.5 minutes remaining. Played down nicely from Wampler down to Ball. I think she'll get there this time. Yes, Ball keeps it in. She'll cross, deflected off a defender out of bounds for a corner. So CPA has had several corner kicks tonight. Really, I'm not sure if White House has had a corner kick. Maybe one or two, but CPA has had a lot of corners, and they haven't been able to cash in yet. We'll see if they can this time. Clock just getting to 30 minutes, so we're 10 minutes into the second half. We played 50 minutes of soccer. Nothing settled. It's Howell again. It's up in the air. Conley is on it. No, it's actually headed away by Whitehouse. Nice play there by, I think, Anna Armstrong, number 10. Now here come the Lady Devils. Wegner is trying to keep challenging, and will she win the ball back? Not quite. Nice play there by Anna Williams, as Wegner was dogging her the whole way down the midfield, and Williams was able to get it upfield, get the ball. But Lee was there to cut it off. So here is Connolly in the midfield, double-teamed. It's won back by Whitehouse. CPA has been unable to get really much rhythm going in the midfield. That's something that Coach Gagliano mentioned at halftime as well, that in the midfield, to try to control that ball, possess it, and knock it around, they haven't been able to get a lot of that going, especially here in the second half yet. Clock says 29 minutes now. Armstrong crosses. Lee will play it out for a corner kick. So rare corner chance for Whitehouse so far. Their first, okay, it is their, I was right, that it is their first confirmed up here in the booth. So we'll see how dangerous that there. CPA has had 5 or 6 corners and hasn't been able to convert. This will be the first of the match for the Lady Devils. 29:30 remaining. Of course, there's a lot of club tradition with these Whitehouse and Brentwood/Franklin/Nashville Harpeth. A lot of these players play each other in club soccer, so they may know each other from that arena as well.
Coming in the game for the Lady Devils, Jordan Nixon and Jessica Bowles.
Nixon comes in on defender. Callis will take the corner from that far side. It's going to be an in-swinger. Well, it goes way out toward the 18. Dye has a foot on it. Dangerous there for a moment. I think Anna Armstrong got a foot on it. So Armstrong had a chance after Dye got a foot on it, but it goes out of bounds. 27-44. Goal kick taken by Lee. Up in the air. Wilkinson's able to corral it. Mary Morgan heads it, but that back toward Wilkinson again. She'll cross it toward Carney, who's playing up now. No, is that Carney? No, it's not. Yeah, it is Carney, actually. He's back up at forward. She was challenging right there, but Lee got the header up to Wampler. Jomo has it. Jomo to Conley. Conley will try to play it up. I think she was going for Wegner right there, but it didn't make it all the way up. Or Ball. Michaela Lee is there to play that one up. Header by Conley. Now it comes to Wamp. Wamp plays it out in the direction of Mary Morgan. And now Lindsay Curtis. Curtis, can she get around? She'll try to play it up. Well, she was going for Maddie Anders, who's in the game, number 5, but it just went out of bounds there instead. We said earlier, these two teams could meet at state, and I'm not kidding. Both these teams are really solid. And there's a great chance that they both get through the sectional round and end up among the 8 teams in Chattanooga next Wednesday. What a hustle play by Wegner. I've said it several times, and she's a blaze of she's almost a blur out there when she really gets cranking up with the speed. I wonder if she'll be on the track team. I don't know. She's a freshman. I'm not sure if she runs track or not, but she sure ought to. If she doesn't, she has some speed. Speaking of track, I got Megan Rhodes also on the squad. I haven't seen her in the game tonight, but she's also a track and field and standout for the Lions, along with other teammates, including Courtney Cohn. And, by the way, Courtney has a concussion. That's why she's not playing. Here's a nice through ball from Andrus. There's Curtis. She's getting a foot on it. Not quite. What a chance there. It was a 1-2-3 from between Wampler, Andrus, I think, and then Curtis almost got a foot on it. It was deflected out for a corner or a throw-in. Corner. Good chance there for the Lions. 25 and a half minutes remaining in regulation. Once again, it's Michaela Howell coming up for the right-footed in-swinging corner. Here it comes. There it is, and up in the air. Conley gets a head on it. Conley uses – here's Howell again, trying to sneak it in the corner there, I think was Howell, and it went off the net for a goal kick. Conley uses her height. If you know Caroline Conley, she's got some height, and she uses that effectively in soccer to get her head on the ball quite a bit. That was another example of that. Here's Molly Curtis. Dye is right there. She'll just kind of tap it up toward Curtis. Lindsey Curtis. Up to Andrus. Nixon comes through. Andrus stays on her feet, keeps her balance, but it's taken away. Both players falling down. And crossed by Curtis, headed out for a corner there by Townsend. Jordan Townsend got a head on that one. 24-40 in regulation. So we've now played almost 16 of this half and 40 in the first half. So 56, right? Is that my math? I'm a journalism major. I don't know much about math, but played a lot of soccer so far. Could be a lot more. Remember that semifinal game last year. Here comes the corner kick by Howell again. In swinging, hand on it from Curtis. Shot, though, taken off a couple different players. I think Wegner got a leg on it. First Conley got a leg on it, then Wegner got a leg on it. Went out of bounds for a goal kick. That time it was just over the head of Molly Curtis, the keeper, who came out trying to punch it or tap it out. She couldn't quite get it, but CPA really had a close chance. The ball missed the goal by maybe a foot. That semifinal game last year went, 120 minutes, 110 minutes, and 120 minutes, and then PKs. It was a long night. That could be happening here tonight. Unless I'm really wrong on that. I'm almost positive we're going to play this thing until somebody wins. Got to have a region champion. Curtis with a big foot. Challenged by Conley. She'll be called for a foul that time over the back. And getting up a little bit slowly right there is Williams, Anna Williams. I don't think Conley meant any harm right there. She just got a little bit over the top of over the back. Played out to Whitehouse. There's Wampler, goes over her head. Carney plays it, but there's Howell to cut it off. Howell to Lindsey Curtis with a little bit of a thigh trap. Who's she going to find? Curtis looking back to the midfield to Wampler. She'll tap it through. No, she won't. She'll play it back. Being hassled there. Good defensive play by Whitehouse. Here's Curtis, though. Curtis for Andrus. Andrus, can she get there? Nixon's fast as well. Nixon plays it. What are they going to say? Corner kick. That might have been off of CPA, but it looked to the referee like it was off of Nixon. Nixon came sliding in. Jordan Nixon, who is a sophomore defender, she's got some speed as well. Corner kick coming up. It will this time be Curtis. Lindsey Curtis will take this one. And it'll probably be a left-footed outswinger if I had to guess. Lindsey with a naturally stronger left foot. She made that shot last year against Fairview in the sectional game. The only goal of the game was a blast from about 30 yards out by Curtis. Here's Curtis's outswinging kick, going to be past everybody. Conley will track it down and show some speed right there. Crossing it back toward Wampler. Now Curtis may go track it down. Yes, she will. She may shoot. I think she'll shoot. Curtis shoots over the goal. Molly Curtis tracked that one with her eyes as it was going over the goal. I think she She had it covered, it looks like. I don't know, maybe if, a little bit less on that one, but good idea from Curtis there to put that one on net. She's got a powerful foot and some touch as well. And she's playing next level also next year, playing college soccer. Michaela Lee is way higher than she normally plays right now. She'll track back to the middle as fast as she can. Possessed right there by Tuttle. She crosses it. Morrison has it. And CPA does a good job of disrupting that, but it's still possessed by Whitehouse at the moment. Left-footed. Up toward Morrison. Lee is there. Morrison gets a foot on it, out of bounds for a goal kick. Number 30 back there playing right back is Allie Reynolds, a senior, who played that ball left-footed up to the top front line. Goal kick coming up, taken this time by Lee to Ball. Ball, nice step move. Well, the ball went a little bit past her, though. Ball tried to check to it and then step toward the ball back. The ball was a little bit past her, though. Ends up being a throw-in for CPA, though, taken by Smith. Smith up to Andrus. Gets a little bit of a head on it. Tries to pass it with her head to Curtis, I think. That time it went off the mark. This is dangerous. Mickey Dye tracks it down. That could possibly have been called a pass back. It wasn't, thank goodness. That's the kind of thing the referee, if he was in a bad mood, might call that a pass back, but he wasn't. So there's Andrus with a header. Ball, through ball, taken by Wampler toward ball. Just off her foot. Well, it may stay in now. It won't, actually. Well, ball mistouched it a little bit on the first touch and wasn't able to track it down. Good idea from Wampler to cross that one over. Switch fields right there. Throw in for Whitehouse. Yeah, Olivia's she's been holding her back a little bit, too, like she may have hurt her back. I don't know. We'll see. Here's Wampler. Wampler has a chance, a crack. Yep, Conley might shoot it. She'll play it up, and Andrus held right there. I think she didn't want to be offside, so Andrus saw that shot taken and just held where she was. And Molly Curtis with a big foot up past midfield. Nice punt right there. Stepping through, turning her back on it is Michaela Lee. Getting a lot of hassle from Morrison. That's going to be called against Morrison. Lee was shielding right there, and the referee judged that Morrison was a little aggressive. Here's Lee up toward Wegner. Kara, can she track it down? Well defended right there by Boger, who's in the game, the senior defender, 24, played it out of bounds. Under 20 minutes to go now, 19:50. Is that right? I think that's right, or is it 18? 18:45. So we've played more than 60 minutes right now, 61 minutes and change. Give a shout to the ball girls down there, doing a good job. I don't think she heard me, but good job by the ball girls. They have an important job keeping the action going here. And the ball goes out of bounds. They throw a new one to the one of the players. Conley challenging for it. Steps through, but it's played out by Whitehouse. Nothing settled yet. No score. Second half, as advertised, it's been an intense, closely fought game. Womp with a cross. Left foot in the direction of Andrus, who had her, I think was trying to rush back to get in position and wasn't quite there. But it was fortunately going to be off of Whitehouse. This is about 10 corners for CPA, or somewhere thereabouts, and only one for Whitehouse. A lot of corners for CPA. And we'll see if they can convert one for a change. Howell's kick toward Conley. Gets a foot on it, but not quite what she wanted to do. Wasn't clean. Back to Howell, though. Howell, right-footed cross, is blocked. Throw in this time. So that I don't have the count, but it's a bunch of corner kicks for CPA. And they've had some on I mean, Howell's done a great job of placing those corners. They just haven't been able to convert. And credit the defense for Whitehouse for playing solid corner defense, especially a couple times Molly Curtis, the keeper, has come out and punched it away or caught it. Good play by Jomo to cross it. Who's there? Olivia Ball. Plays it through. It's loose for a minute. Andrus had a chance at it. You saw the keeper, Molly Curtis. Molly Curtis, the keeper, came out. Andrus had to watch out. That may have been almost a confrontation there physically. Howell's going to track back and play it outside to Jomo. Good play by Michaela Howell. Coach Gagliano just calls them Lee and Howell because they have the same first name, Michaela. Different spelling, but same first name. Played up by Whitehouse, but Mary Morgan's there. To Ball. Ball will send it through. Nice idea. Here comes Andress. Can she beat Nixon to it? Andress is going to beat her. Can she save it in? I don't know. It's called in. Dye has it now. Will she take a crack? She might. All she needs is a little bit of space, but she doesn't get it that time. Man, Dye, give her a little space, she'll score. Oh, nice job to step through for Michaela Howell. She stepped on that one, thank goodness. If that goes over her head, it's trouble. For Carney, I think Carney was going to go right on goal if not for Lee. Here comes Wampler with a cross, cut off by Nixon. Played up to the midfield now. Williams, guarded by Conley right there. She'll try to get it outside to Tuttle, but it's going to go out of bounds. Fast and furious action right now. 15 and a half minutes to go in second half regulation play, that is. This is exciting. Both teams are playing well. Chances, few and far between, but neither team can convert. Sub coming in, maybe not. Yes, no, I missed that. Somebody came in for
entering the game for
Whitehouse.
Number 31, Kristen Lewis.
Yeah, we'll hear
number 27, Brooke Thompson.
Lewis and Thompson come in. I thank you for the PA announcer saved my skin right there. I didn't quite see who was coming in. 2 subs for Whitehouse. CPA hasn't subbed too much. Let's see who's in the game that maybe came in recently. I don't see anybody really different. Anders is in the game, and Wegner up top along with Ball. Curtis thinks about a cross. Now she instead spins back and goes toward Dye. Dye will tap it out toward Jomo. Dye back to Smith. Well defended there by Whitehouse. Trying to step through is Conley in the midfield, but she loses the ball this time to Nixon. No, not Nixon. It's not Nixon. It's actually Kimbrough. Haley Kimbrough is going to be called for the foul right there.
Free kick for the Lions.
Not a happy call if you're a Whitehouse fan. 14-15 showing. Second half. Yeah, Kimbrough, 23 in the game, was called for that one. It's up toward Ball, I think. Or that's Wegner, actually. Kara Wegner has the ball. Plays it toward Dye. Dye defended by Nixon. Out of bounds. CPA throw-in. Under 14 to go. No score. Region 5 title on the line. CPA has won some of those. Whitehouse, I don't think has, or at least not lately. So they're really gunning for that first region title and then the chance to host a sectional game. Smith offside the call there. That was going to be up toward Olivia Ball. And quickly playing it into Tuttle is Whitehouse. Mary Morgan Smith, though, does a good job of cutting it off. Whitehouse likes to put the ball in play quickly. And Tuttle will go out right. Maybe not. Yeah, she'll go out.
Entering the game for Whitehouse, number 10, Anna Armstrong, and number
so that time it was
Wilkinson.
Reynolds on the back, right back, was played that up to Tuttle quickly. She couldn't quite get there, but Whitehouse is characterized by quick restarts, as that's the term in soccer for it. A quick restart to get the ball going and put it in play fast on those free kicks. That's good. That's a good strategy in general. Wilkinson's back in the game right there, and there's a head on by Morrison. Not out of bounds, though. So Morrison 6 and Carney 12 playing forwards for Whitehouse, and boy, they're dangerous. They've had a couple point blank chances in this game, and you've seen chances missed by both teams. Maddie Anders had one-on-one with the keeper and just couldn't quite convert. Same thing with Morrison. Morrison's went over the goal, and Anderson's went to the side. Throw into Dye. Dye in the direction of Wampler. Will she get there? Maybe. Yes, to Dye. Now Dye plays it through. Off the foot. Who's going to get there first, Nixon or Andress? Nice play by Nixon back to the keeper. But here's Curtis. Curtis trying to win the ball. It's going to be Whitehouse controlling now. Curtis fights back. And Wampler takes it now to Dye. Good job by Curtis to track back and re-win the ball. Wampler has it. She'll try to step through the middle, but nothing doing. Here comes Whitehouse in the form of Anna Williams. Through pass to Morrison. Offside is called. So that was another chance for White House, and at least one White House fan near me is saying, yeah, it was offside. You never like to admit that if it's your team, but it takes a big man to say, yeah, we were offside. And it was close, though, as there have been several close offsides calls tonight. I think a couple close ones called against White House. Here's Wampler trying to head it back, but that's not a good header. That's back to Carney. And she still has the ball. Who's going to get there first? She slides in. It's still alive. Morrison with the shot. Not enough power. And it'll be picked up by Roman. 11 minutes remaining now. Intense. Action on both ends. Curtis gets a head on it. Yeah, she does. Will Ball get there? Maybe, yes. Olivia Ball will try. She gets there and is able to shield off. Ball will cross it. Headed out by White House. Anna Williams has the ball now in the midfield. She'll get it to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will be delayed by Curtis right there. Well, that's a nice switch play right there over to Thompson, who has the ball now. Gets out to Anna Armstrong, number 10, but there is Jomo to cut it off. Good job by Jomo. CPA controls. The intensity level of this game has picked up markedly in the past few minutes. I don't know if you can feel that on the broadcast, but the fans are louder, the benches are louder, the players have an extra step, an extra gear, looks like, on the field right now. 10 minutes flat remaining in regulation, so we've played 70. I'm tired just watching these girls play. That's how intense it's getting. Ball, Wegner challenges for it, off her. Looks like she may have been fouled right there. Referee called a throw in for White House. Here they come. There's Jomo, though. Boy, what an addition Myers has been this year at that right back position. And here's a chance. Can Andress get there? Andress is trying. She slides in. She may be called for a foul. No. I don't know if she's called for a foul or not. But no, it's going to be – that could have been a foul called against CPA. It was just called nothing, I think. What happened? Andress had a chance, but the defender, I think, was that Reynolds, who's down. I hope she's okay. She was a half step ahead of Maddie getting there. And Maddie slid in trying to get the ball. She got the ball, I think, but she also got some player. I certainly hope she's all right. Reynolds is a senior defender. Yeah, she's down. I can't tell what she's holding, or the trainer's out looking at her closely. Some of the CPA players run over to get a drink. Yeah, the rule in soccer is you got to stay on the field, and you can reach over and get a drink. You just can't leave the field to play if you're in the game without permission from the referee. It's gotten eerily quiet here, as I think everybody's just concerned about Allie. Clock has stopped at 9:21 to go here in the second half. She's sitting up, which is a good sign. At least something of a good sign. We'll say, I mean, if she gets up and is able to walk off under her own power, hope she's okay there. And from this angle, it looked like Maddie did get the ball, and I think, and also took out Allie. So referee I think didn't call anything except just I'm not sure he called anything. It was just a no call, but the ball went to the keeper anyway. So it's going to be White House with probably a free kick, I think.
Entering the game for White House, number 24, Jessica Boger.
Boger's back in. It's another senior defender. I guess she replaces right now Reynolds, who was playing right back. Here we go. Clock still stopped, and it will start, I think, on the whistle here. I was saying a minute ago that these teams, these girls may know each other somewhat from playing against each other in club soccer. Here's Molly Curtis's kick, goes to Wampler, touches it up to Curtis. Nice touch there by Wampler. That time, here's Curtis. She may try to go her left. and shoot, but no, Wampler gets it. Curtis wanted to shoot there, but I think she wanted to get to her left foot first. Didn't quite make it. Conley with a nice fake. But she's being defended very well by Anna Armstrong over there. Here's Wegner on the right side. Wegner played out of bounds off of Whitehouse. Under 9 minutes to go regulation. Don't go anywhere, folks. This game yet to be decided. And the tension is in the air now. You can feel it on both sides. Die. Conley. She'll shoot or try to cross. Deflected. It's tension that's a little bit tempered knowing that you're going to play again. So it isn't deathly tension. There's Lee cutting it off. Good job by Michaela Lee to be the back line, the last line of defense, I should say. Play outside of Wilkinson. Guarded by Smith. Smith will delay her as long as she can. Now Morrison's going to get a chance. Lee is right there with her, though. Lee will play it. It's going to stay in. It's still in. Nice move by Morrison. Left-footed cross is blocked. Good job by Lee. But here is Williams possessing for Whitehouse. She crosses it. Dangerous cross, tipped away by Conley. Tracking back is Wegner. But Whitehouse continues to possess. No offside flag there. It might have been a couple CPA players had their hand raised. It'll be the second corner kick of the night, though, I think, for Whitehouse. 7.5 in regulation.
Corner kick for Whitehouse will be taken by number 19, Anna Williams.
Well, you may have just heard that. Anna Williams, midfielder, will take the corner. It'll be a right-footed in-swinging type kick, which means it's going to swing in toward the goal most likely. And we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players heading for the box for Whitehouse. What's going on over here? There's something going on. Here we go. Kick is a good one. And head is on it, but it goes from Carney. The header goes right down. Johnny on the spot there, Meredith Roman. If that header goes to either side of the goal, it may have been big trouble, but Roman was there. Roman, of course, very athletic. Outstanding basketball player for CPA. Hasn't had to show her athleticism too much lately here, but there she is. I say it right there, and she comes out and dives on it. Well, that was a good cue, a good segue to say Roman showing some of her quickness to come out of the goal and then dive on that ball. You've seen her dive on a couple basketballs now and then on the CPA basketball court. Here is Andrus, wins the ball back from Armstrong, now taps it to Wampler. Back to Andrus, but I think Armstrong wins it back, yes. Up to Carney. Carney plays it through. Dangerous ball. That's trouble. What a save by Roman. Well, Michaela Lee froze for a half second for some reason, and maybe trying to draw Morrison offside. Didn't work. Morrison had a chance, but man, I've just said it, and then twice now we've seen Roman's athletic ability. Meredith came out like a cat on a mouse right there and just pounced on that shot before it could even get off the foot almost of Armstrong. Here's Curtis, Lindsey Curtis. Here's a trip called against Whitehouse. This will be a dangerous opportunity for the Lions. 5.5 minutes in regulation remaining. You can hear some of the White House fans right nearby this booth showing their passion. It's going to be Howell taking the kick. Michaela Howell swings it in, and who's there? Header on it to the keeper, though. Taken by, was that Conley? Andrus? I couldn't quite tell which player got a head on it. Maybe Andrus.
Welcome to Mollywood.
And he says what? Welcome to Mollywood. Molly Curtis makes the save. I think it might have been Andrus who headed that. I lost it, or maybe Conley. I don't know. Either way, it was a nice save by the keeper right there. A nice header too. Just couldn't quite find the range, and that'll be a call against Nikki Dye. She'll be called for the trip against Boger. Mary Morgan steps through that one and plays it up toward Andrus. Andrus, well, maybe obstructed right there. No call. Wampler turns around, taps it to Conley. Plays it out toward Wegner. Can she guess? Wegner saves it in. Guarded by Armstrong. Really, there's not a lot of rhythm on CPA's side right now. I don't know. Play it up. Oh, I think Roman will get there. Yeah, she will. Roman, I would say, well, she hasn't had to show what she's showing right now in recent games, but she's showing right now that she is tough in the net. White House showing they can be tough on offense, though. As advertised, we knew that Kearney and Morrison especially would be dangerous, and that's proven true. Wegner has it for a moment, out of bounds off of Wegner, so it'll be a throw-in for White House. 3:45 in regulation. Barring a late goal here, we could be seeing overtime. I'm just thankful it's a beautiful night. I said that 4 times now. I love beautiful nights. Lee plays it straight up, basically. Wampler shields. Can she win the ball? Yes. Good job by Wampler right there. Up to Dye. Dye up toward Andrus and or Wegner. They're trying to get there, but it'll be cut off. Well, Wegner actually wins it back for a moment. Wegner is still challenging. And it was Jordan Townsend who plays it up and out of bounds. A throw-in for CPA coming up. So good job by Townsend, but also good job by Wegner, the freshman, not to give up on that one. Man, between Wegner and Andrus, I'd love to see them in a foot race. They are both speedy. Under 3 minutes to go. Who comes in? Olivia Ball's back in, I think. Olivia Ball back in. CPA Olivia Ball. Okay, anyway, throw-in coming up for the Lions. It's toward Ball. And who's that over there? I can't tell who that is on the. Oh, that was Jomo, I think, playing it. Yeah. Jomo played it. She may track back. There's Jomo plays it to Dye. Dye back to Jomo. Conley, dangerous, though. Almost won back by White House, and it is, actually. Howell is there. And then Lee did a good job of dropping in. And she'll cross it. She'll switch fields over to Mary Morgan. And she'll just going to clear it up. That's a good play by Mary Morgan to relieve pressure by getting that ball up past midfield in that situation. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes. Header by Curtis to Wampler. Stepping through is Conley, another header. Conley strong with her head. Almost defense, offense, midfield. She knows how to hit it. Okay, here is Wilkinson gets it inside to her teammate Thompson. One back by the Lions. 1:42. Howell. Womp. She turns it inside to Dye. This could be a chance right here. Dye will play it wide. Now cut off, though, nicely there by Kristen Lewis. Dye again. Taps it back. Well, nobody's there. Wampler will track back and tap it out to Smith, who goes for Curtis. Now, there is Reynolds, who's back in the game. She went down with the injury earlier, but she's obviously that was a temporary thing. So she plays it out. Throw-in for the Lions. 1:10 in regulation. Will this game be settled in regulation? 1 minute to go. We'll figure that out. Curtis. Wampler. She shoots. It's dangerous, but there is Molly Curtis to track it down. And Curtis with a huge punt. Lee steps it on it, though. Nice job by Lee to play it to Conley. Nobody there. Well, Wampler has it now. Wampler one-touches it to Ball. Outside by Nixon. 40 seconds on the clock. Chance for CPA right here. Mary Morgan will throw it in. Smith. I can't say her name. Mary Morgan. The clock stops. A quick sub coming up. The clock's running, though. Under 30 seconds now. In came Andrus. Out went Wegner. Hope she's okay. Throw it in from Dye. To Dye, rather. 20 seconds. Mary Morgan's over toward, Wampler, but it's going to be headed up. 15 seconds now. Good job by Jomo there to step over and head that ball up to Wampler. 8 seconds. No one's going to score in regulation. It's impossible. And there's Ball holding her back again. I hope she's okay. Or maybe it's an upper quad. Doesn't matter. Game regulation's over, folks.
How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Give
That's
it up for these girls.
0-0 at the end of 80 minutes of soccer. And we are going to go into overtime. Wow. Intense game on both ends. Nobody could score. So now we'll have to settle it with some extra time, perhaps, or maybe even penalty kicks if it comes to that. You guys know that I've forgotten, is it 2 10s? No, 2 5s? 2 5s, you play all of it. You play 10 minutes. I've lost the track of the rules on that. We're thinking they play 10 minutes. They play 5 and maybe switch sides.
We need to find out those so we can
Yeah, that'd be good. I've forgotten that last year at State we had overtime, but I've forgotten.
against Notre Dame.
I think we may have played 2.
I think I watched your broadcast.
He's saying something. It may have been, was it not 2 10s? And then 2 5s? I don't remember. I'm sorry, fans out there. I'm ignorant. I got to plead ignorance on this. It tends to be different in different levels. In my defense, not very indefensible position actually. We're going to find out. We're about to find out here. I really should have been better prepared with these two teams playing each other. There's a good chance overtime is going to happen.
Complete, and then is there golden goal, or is it then it go to PK?
I thought there's two different periods. They can hear him.
So we can make an announcement. 2 10s,
Yeah, that sounds right. And then 2 5s. No?
and then is there a golden goal period? Okay.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Then it's PKs, right? 2 10s and then PKs. Okay. Cool.
So you play 100 minutes.
It's 2 10s to completion, then PKs.
No golden goal. No golden goal. Okay, you may have heard that, folks. They're going to play 20 minutes overtime, 10 minutes, and then switch sides, play 10 more, and you play all of it no matter what. And then after that, if it's still tied, you have penalty kicks. So stick around.
After that, if still no score, we'll go into penalty kicks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to correct our previous announcement. Tonight's overtime will be 2 full 10-minute halves, played to completion. If the score remains tied, there will be 2 5-minute golden goal periods. If the score remains tied, we will do penalty kicks. Thank you.
It's 2 10s completion. It's 2 5s.
I thought that was right. Last year it was like that too. All right, quick clarification. You may have heard, as it was last season. That's been a long time ago, but it's 2 10s that you play 2 10-minute periods. You switch sides at the end of the first one, and then you play 2 5-minute halves of what's called golden goal, which means if a goal is scored, the game's over during those 2 periods. And then you play penalty kicks. I should know better from that game last season. I should have known better. I was the one announcing last. The same thing happened last year in the state semifinals. We had the 2 10s and the 2 5s, so you end up playing a possibility of 110 minutes plus penalty kicks. So the clock will say 10 minutes. We'll play 10, and then we'll switch sides, and we'll play 10 more. If it's still tied, we'll play 5, and then switch sides and play 5 more. The 5-minute sessions will be what's called golden goal. So if anybody scores, the game ends. So here we go. Wampler. Now, we stayed the same way we were in the second half in terms of the direction. So CPA is going to your left, and White House to your right. There's Andress. She will go down and get a foul called against White House.
Direct kick for the Lions.
I don't remember who that was against. I think it was called against maybe Kimbrough. Couldn't quite tell from you. No, actually, it was 21. I think it was against, no, it must have been Kimbrough. Either way. It'll be Howell taking the kick. Howell's kick is a good one. toward the 18. Nobody there except Whitehouse. They play it out nicely. That was Kimbrough that time. Mary Morgan Smith will track it down and send it back up in the direction of Lions. Look a little bit flat right now. I'm not sure if that's energy level, if they're tired. But right there you saw several players standing around. So maybe fatigue is a factor? I'm not sure. Lions came up here. They left CPA at 4 o'clock, I think. Got up here nice and early to warm up. And it's not really hot. I'd say it's probably mild temperatures. Nice tackle there by Curtis, but it's going to be off of her, I think. Throw in for Whitehouse. Will be taken by Reynolds, who's back from that injury. Up to Wilkinson. Now played by Thompson. Up to Williams. Cut off by Howell, though. Been a lot of those times where Howell or Lee have stepped up and just cut off a chance for Whitehouse. So good job by the back line. Here is Dye. Dye cuts inside. Nixon does a good job of cutting it off there. Jordan Nixon, the sophomore. So one of the younger players getting a lot of minutes for Whitehouse. They have a lot of seniors getting lots of minutes tonight and the whole season. 7:40. Cross is made. Errant. Goal kick. Molly Curtis will take that one. She'll make a quick one, I think. Let's see if she does. Yeah, no, she won't. She'll go longer up the side. Good one. Wampler taps it toward Conley. Conley has it. Conley steps in. Conley, will she crack one? Maybe. No. Through ball to Andrus. Andrus is there. Slides in. A little bit late. Good job by Molly Curtis coming out to save that one. That was a good chance. I thought Conley might shoot it. Instead, she made a little nice through pass to Andrus. 7 minutes now. We've played 3. In the first 10-minute period, we've played 3. Definitely going to play 17 more total. About 7 more minutes here, then we'll switch sides. And there's a cross to Andrus, made by Ball over there. My voice is going. Ball with a cross. Who's there? Curtis is there. Ball is there. Andrus is there, rather. And she gets a head on it, but not much of one. Honestly, it was just her. The power wasn't quite in it. She was up in the air when she headed it downward, and not enough thrust to get past Curtis. Here is Morrison tapping it on, but there's Jomo. Jomo is able to just play it out of bounds. Now about 6 minutes remaining in the first overtime period. Deja vu here. The semifinal game, except the big difference, it was muddy, wet, windy, and disgusting weather out there. This is a much better night for soccer than that was. Wampler. Nice job playing it. What ends up being off Morrison. So goal kick coming up. Yeah, that night I was holding this tent down so it wouldn't blow away with one hand, holding the mic with another hand. You saw beach chairs flying past me and umbrellas. This is a much better night. Good job by Whitehouse arranging the weather. Here's a through pass. Lee is back. Thank you for those of you in the CPA community who have prayed. I'm serious about this. We prayed today that we'd have a good signal and maybe even prayed for my health. I don't know, but thank you. I think that they've been heard. Here's a nice job by Nixon to step through on Andrus and play it up to Anna Armstrong. Armstrong will look for Carney, but there's Howell. Howell up to Andrus. Andrus will tap it on. Nice job there. Well, maybe. Good play by Nixon to track that one down. Wampler had a chance at it. Reynolds plays it now. Mary Morgan steps through. Mary Morgan what a ball. Andrus is there, maybe. Nixon's getting there too. She'll play it out of bounds off of Nixon. Well, Nixon, good hustle. Andrus, good hustle. Good. Mary Morgan, I've said this a bunch of times too. She is great at stepping through, meaning she is the aggressor. When the ball's heading her way, she'll step up and take it rather than letting it come to the offending player. Shot there taken by Conley. Good pace on that one. It took a bounce, and Curtis had to go down to secure it. Here is, that time Mary Morgan went past her, but Michaela Lee was there. Good tap to Conley. Conley has Curtis, but she'll play it over to Wampler instead. Wampler will look way across for Ball. Ball's there, but so is Lewis for Whitehouse. House. Out of bounds, though, off of Lewis. Under 4 minutes now to go in the first overtime period. No score. Visiting CPA, homestanding White House, Region 5 championship on the line. Shot by, dangerous shot by Wampler that time, just over the crossbar. I would say, again, Molly Curtis was there if she needed to be, but Wampler was trying to sneak that one underneath the crossbar, and it didn't quite cooperate. 3.5 minutes till the first break. Not much of a break. They'll just switch sides really quickly and keep going. Is fatigue a factor? Well, we said it before. White House has subbed more than CPA. Curtis, the header, goes back, though, toward the midfield. Carney's there. She plays it outside. Jomo will step up. And now it's to Ball. Ball trying to go back to Jomo on the wall pass, but stolen back by Anna Armstrong. Anna's through ball. Morrison trying to get there, but Lee. Well, now Lee's pass to Jomo tracked back in the direction of Morrison again. Sliding there is Morrison and Jomo. Armstrong sends it in the middle. There's Howell. It'll be a throw-in for White House here. 2:35 until the first 10 minutes are up. Off the foot of Jomo. Howell has it. She'll play it long for Andrus. Nixon's there, though, instead. Fighting for it is Carney. Here's Dye with a thigh. Hey, that rhymed. Wampler has it now. Through pass for Curtis, but I don't think she'll be able to beat Reynolds right now. Maybe she will. Yeah, Reynolds had a couple steps on Lindsay. Well, certainly good news for White House. Reynolds went down and didn't move for a few minutes, but she's obviously fine. That's good for them. Mary Morgan. Wide open is Conley. She's going to take a step in and try to shoot, I think. We'll see. Nope. Cut off nicely there by White House. I think that was actually Thompson who did a good job of marking Conley right there. A minute and a half thereabouts in the first period of OT. It's 8:52 on my watch, Central Time. Sub. Yeah, Conley goes out for a breather. Who came in? I didn't see. Well, Dye is in. Curtis is in. Who else? I can't tell. Wegner's back in. Michaela touches it. Now sends it up toward Wegner. Let's see if Wegner can track that down. Wegner. Yep, nice job by Wegner to get a foot on it at least. There's Anders sliding in. Up to Wilkinson, though. You heard the announcer say 1 minute perhaps to go. Oh, Morrison has a chance, but Lee is right there. Nice. That was a thigh. Oh, my goodness. That ball hit the thigh of Nixon. Mary Morgan plays it back to Roman. Oh, my goodness. That's dangerous. That was about as nail-biter as you can get. That'll come spinning down in there to Roman. Roman's first touch on the pass back was a little bit in front of her. You saw that. And almost a goal given up by CPA. And they would have regretted that one. That's not the kind of goal you want to give up. A little bit of carelessness, but they're fortunate. 18 seconds and counting. I'm just amazed by that thigh. The thigh pass by Jordan Nixon went about 40 yards. That's amazing. Clock at 5 now. It's going to run out on the first. It's amazing. Oh. She's got solid. She must have rocks for thighs. She looks like an athlete. Anyway, no score in the first 10 minutes of overtime. And it's not Pavarotti, it's soccer, right? Fans, maybe the fans are tired too. I don't know. They've been going at it for almost 2 hours. The intermission's really for the fans to get their breath, maybe. So we'll have a quick break here, get a drink, and then we'll switch sides and play 10 minutes more. What?
It's like
Oh, okay. We just apologize if the camera is focusing in and out a little bit. And so the camera's Camera needs a sub, I think, but there's no sub. So sorry about that. If you see that, I think, actually it's a light issue. I think at this time of night, it can be a little bit dark for this particular camera to pick up everything, and it might kind of try to focus. So don't worry about that. We'll try to explain what's happening if you can't see it. Actually, we're hoping it's not too long off from having an HD camera we can use for soccer, so stay tuned for that. But for now, about a minute to go in the break. So to recap, wow, that 10 minutes was fast and furious. Actually, I think CPA looked a little bit tired at first. Then they came on strong, and there were chances on both ends. Really, White House had a couple chances that were dangerous as well. I mean, what can you say? So this is a very evenly matched game between two teams that are strong in about every position. And really, it's possible they could meet at state next week, or they could be both be part of that team round of 8 on Wednesday if they can get past Page and Giles County, respectively. And that, again, that'll be Saturday. We'll try to figure out if we can who. Well, we'll know if CPA wins. They'll host the game Saturday. We'll know that much. The time will probably be to be determined.
Keep going right there, White House. Let's go.
So, check email, check Facebook, check the website. Check the website. And you see both teams dancing to that song right there.
There we go. Now we started the fire.
Need more of that song. And here we go. 10 more minutes of the first overtime. And then, again, if you're just tuning in, after that we'll play what's called golden goal, sudden death, if you will, sudden victory. And that'll be a maximum of 10 minutes of that. And then after that it'd be penalty kicks. And if you're not a soccer aficionado, you got to get to 5 goals. Here comes Wampler looking for ball. Jomo sends it across in the general direction. That comes to Curtis. Curtis, she'll play it to Wegner out to the left. Can Wegner make a move? Wegner will send it toward goal. Out of bounds, though. Goal kick. So PKs, it would be 5 players picked from each team. They would shoot alternately, take turns shooting on the same goal, and you got to the team with the most after 5 total kicks is the winner. Or if you're still tied, then you keep going until somebody wins. That was kind of a bad explanation. Here's a through pass off the foot of Lee. That was going toward Morrison, and she would have been probably on goal for a chance. We've already seen 2 point-blank chances for Morrison, and one she missed, and the other was a beautiful save by Meredith Roman. Roman came out and cut off the shot and saved it. So you don't want Roman to have to be tested like that again if you can help it if you're CPA. Goal kick. So on the PKs, well, you'll see if we get there. If you watch last season's semifinal game, you know how that works. So each team takes a turn kicking, and then so after 5 kicks per team, if you're ahead, it's the best of 5. Am I saying that right? Doesn't matter. Here's Anna Armstrong, challenged by Ball. Olivia Ball. Ball wins it. Good job. She will try to play it back. Yes, she will, to Lee. Now Lee. Up to the midfield to Conley. No, Curtis. Curtis plays it out to Mary Morgan Smith. Smith to Wegner. Wegner makes the move. Wegner has some speed. Will she put it on right here? Goes out, goes into Die. Die. On. Nice play here by CPA. They're passing it very well. Wampler to Curtis. Curtis a shot. Oh, my goodness. What a chance, and a nice save by, Molly Curtis. So that was Curtis to Curtis. Lindsay's shot there was dangerous, and I thought it might sneak in the net, but give credit to Molly Curtis there for making the save. One-handed, she tips it over the goal. That was big time right there, both players. A good shot and a brilliant save. It's a corner kick, 7-13, a familiar spot tonight for CPA. The corner kicks, it'll be Howell taking it. Her hand goes up. Here comes the kick. It's a good one. Curtis gets a head on it. It's a goal! Lindsay Curtis heads the ball into the net. So the corner kick finally pays off for CPA. Howell to Curtis. Curtis the header into the goal, and I think Molly Curtis really had no chance right there because of the way the header went, just like a rocket into the net. So with 7 minutes to go, in overtime, 7:01 officially right this minute. And the referee says, here we go. CPA 1. White House nothing. Big, big, big goal right there. Obviously. Understatement of the year. Look at the scoreboard updated right here. Lions lead 1-0. Not over yet. We have at least 7 minutes to go. Here's a through pass. Cut off nicely there by the defender. It's going to go to the keeper probably, yes. Ball won't even try. Anders tried to get it through, but it went toward the keeper more than toward the wing where Ball was going to track. Dye taps it up to Ball. Ball, let it goes over. Nice play by Olivia to check in and then let that ball go over her head. Sliding in. Ball still has it, though. Will she cross? Nice job by Ball to win a throw-in that time. So those chances, well, as Lindsay Curtis herself yesterday was saying, we got to take advantage of our chances. Well, that time she did. Off a lovely corner by Howell. Curtis finished. Wish I had the numbers in front of me, but it's been at least 10 corners, I think, for CPA. 2 corner kicks taken by White House tonight, and at least 10 for CPA. So I guess percentage or averages wise, it had to pay off eventually. There's Olivia Ball was just shielding in the corner. 5:40 on the clock. Ball was just going to shield in the corner until someone kicked it out. That's a little bit of a game clock management tactic, if you will. Here's Carney. No, not Carney. I'm sorry. It's Callis, 14. Howell plays it up. May go out of bounds. No. What's the call? Offside, I guess? Yeah. Okay, offside before the ball went out. Lions 1-0. 5:15 on the clock in the second overtime, the second 10-minute overtime period. So if they make it through these 5 minutes, they'll win. If White House ties it up, we'll play some more. Here's Jomo. A pass toward Wegner under the foot of Nixon, but Wegner had already adjusted her run, anticipating Nixon playing that one. Here is Dye. She played it up toward Andress. Andress will go to the corner, and she may just be content to try to get a throw, and she does win a throw-in right there. 4:35 to go. And CPA may be content to try to get the ball in the corners and just hold it until it's played out. That's sometimes what teams will do in their head. Yeah, that's what she's doing exactly right now. I'm not a fan of that myself as much. I'd rather see him play soccer, but I can't blame the coach for saying, hey, let's win this game, you know. Ball played toward Ball. Morrison has it. Morrison. Michaela Lee will play it high and high, as in high on the field. Olivia Ball is right there. Olivia Ball steps through. There's a chance for Wampler, and she scores. It is a goal. Wampler finishes. 2-0 Lions. That may have sealed it. CPA's fans to our left erupt in cheers and applause down here. And by contrast, of course, it's a much different feel on the White House side. This game has been close until just the very end here. Under 4 minutes to go. And it's 2-0 Lions. Great play there. I think Olivia Ball was able to tap it, and Wampler finished it, and the keeper, Curtis, had come out. The goal was fairly open at that point for Wampler, so she did a nice job of finishing the goal there. So goals by Curtis on a header and Wampler on that left-footed shot. Make it 2-0 Lions, clock running at about 3:35. Looks like we're heading toward a home game Saturday, most likely for CPA, and White House still very much alive, obviously, this season. They'll play, assuming things stay true to form the rest of the 3 minutes here. You never know. I mean, a quick goal could get them back in it. But it looks like CPA will get the chance to host a sectional. And it was said earlier, I've said it maybe 3 times now, but I'll say it again, that these two teams could very well match up at some point later next week. They've got a chance. And White House makes it to state and CPA as well. And in case you're wondering, in case I didn't say it enough, Saturday will be a must-win game for both anybody playing. In sectional, you have to win the sectional. There'll be 8 sectional games, and the 8 winners will become the 8 teams that play in the quarterfinals next Wednesday in Chattanooga. Two and a half minutes. Wish I could get a Giles County page score, but I don't know if we'll be able to do that or not. Don't have anybody down there tracking that game. But stay with us. We'll try to get it may be hard. I'm going to try to get an interview with a player after the game. It's always hard to get one of the players to come over and do that, but if we can, we will. Maybe some post-game thoughts. We'll see about that. Clock at 1:44 now. Lee plays it up. While Michaela Lee has had a great game in the back, along with really the rest of her defensive back four. Howell, Smith, and Myers have all played really well in the back. And they've had to because of Morrison and Carney. And there we see it again. Mary Morgan Smith is able to head that one up. But it comes back to Wilkinson. He'll cross it. Nice through ball. Carney is there. She'll score. Well, hold on a second. A minute and 11 to go, and Carney gets on the board, gets Whitehouse on the board, I should say. So don't go anywhere. A minute can be a long time in soccer. So a minute and 11 seconds showing on the clock. Can the Lions hang on here? A game that was scoreless for quite a long time ends up with a flurry of scoring in this last 10 minutes of overtime. Wegner goes down. Referee doesn't call anything. Andrus fights for it. Mary Morgan steps through and plays it out of bounds. Clock at 51 seconds now. Out of bounds again. CPA trying to hang on here. 45 seconds. 2-1, Lions up. Region title is on the line. Played up there by, who was that, Wampler. It's going to go down to the corner to Nixon. And out of bounds off of Nixon. Clock at 30 seconds. CPA just trying to run this thing out. Off of Andrus, out of bounds. 20 seconds. Wegner. Andrus. Die. Flag is up. Referee didn't see it. Now you hear the fans. Here's Wampler. She'll shoot left-footed. 2 seconds to go. Won't matter. There it is. CPA hangs on. A flurry there of goals the last few minutes, but the end result, Lions win the Region 5 championship game over White House. And it's 2-1, a final score. Congratulations to the Lions. Great way to hang in there. A long game, obviously overtime, and both teams play Saturday with a chance to go to state, and that was intense. No goals until the last 10 minutes, and the 3 of them were put on the board. So maybe it was just kind of a lot of pent-up goal-scoring energy that came out there toward the end. Players shaking hands there, you see in the middle. There's got to be a lot of respect, both sides. There's both strong teams, and they very likely could see each other again before it's all over. And then you see CPA will go. Here they're going to come thank their fans. Let's get Lindsay. Stay with us, folks. Are we on here? Thumbs up. All right, I'm here with Lindsay Curtis, senior midfielder, forward, whatever. Great game. You said it was a really hard game, one of the hardest you played. Talk about that a little bit.
It's always a battle playing White House, and this field is known for a fight to the finish. We took them to overtime last year and barely pulled off the win, and we were all just feeling it. We were all so tired after a tough week, and we have to turn around on Saturday and it was just hard to fight all through second overtimes, but we were not going to give up. We wanted this win so bad because we want to host Saturday, and so it was hard because it was longer than normal, but we fought really hard because we were not going to lose this game.
You're a natural at interviews. What do you mean? You're great at this. You're great at this. What are you nervous about? Also, you guys, CPA had 10 or 12 corner kicks. They only had 2. And that last corner kick paid off with the header. Talk about what happened on that play.
Every corner kick of this game, I went and stood in front of the keeper because you always want to have someone there to distract her, not obstruct her, but distract her. And every corner kick, they would always leave me open and they wouldn't cover me. So I was just waiting for one to come to me. And right when Michaela kicked it, I remember the goalie telling the girl before, "Don't worry about her, just leave her there." And I was like, okay. So I saw it coming to me, and I backed away, and I just knocked it in. And actually, I've worked on those so many times in practice, and I've always missed them, but that one I did it, and it felt so good.
Younger players out there watching, practice pays off, right? Always practice your corners. What about the next? You get to host a game. How big is that again?
That's huge. We don't have to travel, and we get to play. We get to choose the time. We play on our field, and we get to play the loser of the other 2 teams, so that's even bigger, and we're just going to go in with so much momentum and hope to pull off the sectionals and get to state. So.
Great game, Lindsay. Thanks. Great interview, too. Thanks so much. That was Lindsay Curtis. Scored the first goal of the game for CPA to break open a 0-0 game and make it 1-0. And then, of course, CPA held on to win 2-1. And now we'll have the all-region teams. I think you can hear those on the PA, probably. I'll try to repeat them, though.
Starting with Clarksville Academy, Shelby Chapman.
Announcing a Clarksville Academy player. I'm not sure if she's here.
And also from Clarksville Academy, Abby Martin.
2 players from Clarksville. I don't see them here anyway. But they had a good season as well.
Sarah Morris.
Hume Fogg, Sarah Morris. Oh, outstanding player, Sarah Morris. Boy, she's really a tough midfielder
Also from Hume
for Hume Fogg.
Mackenzie Peebles.
And Peebles also. Peebles plays number 13 for Hume Fogg in the midfield, I think, as well. They're strong players.
From White House, Molly Curtis.
Molly Curtis, no surprise right there. The goalkeeper, outstanding all season long. And just tonight, the 2 goals get by. But really, on the corner kick, there wasn't much you could do about that one. Well, really both goals.
Kate Carney.
Carney, number 12, defender/forward for White House, is all region. Well, another well-deserved honor.
From White House, Kendall Morrison.
Morrison, no surprise there either, number 6, a fantastic forward. Good job by her. And she'll play again Saturday.
From CPA.
The rest of her teammates. Here come the Lions.
Michaela Lee.
Michaela Lee, that's a good call by the tournament officials. Lee, rock solid at center back for the Lions, and she saved them more than once. Mary Morgan Smith. Mary Morgan Smith, that will be, gets the call. It's all.
From CPA,
another
Curtis.
defender. And now here comes Lindsay. You heard from Lindsay right after the game, the interview there. And Lindsay, no doubt, all region.
From CPA, Meredith Roman.
Meredith Roman, goalkeeper, all region. Who can argue with that one, too? Very stingy goalkeeper this season so far.
Let's give these young ladies
That's
a
it.
warm round of applause.
So you have 4 CPA girls, Meredith Roman, Michaela Lee, Mary Morgan Smith, and Lindsay Curtis among the all-region team. Congrats to them.
And now for the Region 5 team awards. This year's
Now there'll be a
Region
picture
5
taken there.
runner-up, the White House Lady Devils.
And that's the home team being honored right there.
And
For
this
their
year's Region 5
second place
champions,
region
Christ
showing.
Presbyterian Academy Lions.
And CPA, the whole team now being recognized as champions of Region 5. Way to go. The girls will go back to the sectional round. A familiar spot for them. They'll get the winner's plaque right there. And I think they're going to go over and shake hands with the White House
Loud,
girls.
Warm, inviting applause.
And you hear that? Well-deserved applause. Both teams are really strong. Both teams will be playing again on Saturday. And CPA will be at home. Stay tuned for the time for that game. Look for an email from the Academy, Facebook, website, and we'll get the word out to you. We will attempt to broadcast that game as well. So I'm going to sign off from here in just a moment and say thanks for joining us. Big thanks to 7th grade student Joseph Newman on camera. And this is Phil Newman, your Director of Communications, saying, once again, congratulations to the Lions, Region 5 champions. And we'll see you again at the Academy soon. Don't forget Pearl Cone tomorrow night at Pearl Cone for football, and then soccer on Saturday afternoon. Good night from White House.